Welcome back, ladies and gents. Got to be something going on in France today, which is why everybody left and came to London. All I heard, pretty much since I went out the door this morning, I mean, admittedly, I do live in probably the most French part of London, but wow, Frenchies everywhere, completely full tube carriages of Frenchies. So something's going on today. I couldn't begin to tell you what it is, but I'm expecting they might be the biggest group at Horse Guards. Speaking of which, the only thing I'm genuinely surprised about is that today, unless I'm getting it completely wrong, is a Wednesday. Now, what does Wednesday mean? Well, it typically means that some potato-brained politician heads out of Downing Street and heads across the road to this teeny-weeny little Parliament building, thanks bus driver, to answer scripted questions from a supposed opponent. We all know it's a theatrical show with zero substance, but the reason I'm surprised is that it's normally the pro-EU lot sees on that Wednesday drama to mount their little, I don't know, what do we call it? It's not really even a protest. The little moments of interruption. 10 minutes to noon. Yet today, it's silent. Yes, the speakers fall silent. I don't know why, actually, people, in all honesty. It's a busy day. If the PM hasn't left yet, he'll certainly be leaving very soon. I'm going to skip the phone box and head straight to Horse Guards because we've got a pending changeover. Now, this morning would have been a regimental switch. Switch my brain on first before talking about other kind of switches. So we should, in theory, have Le Bleu. Or is it Le Bleu? Forgot. Anyway, the Blues, yeah. We should, in theory, have the Blues back at Horse Guards. Why am I happy about that? Well, they'll be here today and tomorrow, and then the lifeguards will have the entire weekend. Now, I say I'm happy about that. I mean, it's really going to depend on which horses they bring with them. But you know what? We don't have long until we find out which horses they decided to bring with them. Now, I have no idea if we can expect a packed changeover today or whether it's going to be reasonably tame. And the reason for that, curiously, you're probably thinking, like, why is it quite dark today and overcast? And it is, everybody. However, it hasn't rained. It isn't going to rain. Actually, I touched some wood, but there isn't any around. Wait, actually, my head, that'll do. Touch wood. Yes, there isn't any. Hasn't been any, and there isn't any forecast. Oh, it's actually quiet there for once as well. First time in 3 weeks there hasn't been some kind of major parade going on. However, it is very overcast, but and I know it doesn't look like it. It's really warm, folks. It's nearly 20 degrees. I'm just strutting along with short sleeves. I think you can see quite a few people are happy with shorts and stuff. Most, however, have hoodies or jackets, or indeed both. It's absolutely not needed. It's funny though, because if I were a tourist and I woke up this morning, looked out the window, I'd be thinking, oh God, here we go, mushy London. It's going to be cold and depressing and blah, blah, blah. See that the tour groups are out in force already. I've actually never done that, folks. I've never been part of any organised tour group on any trip to any country in my entire life. Wow, I mean, that's pretty fast, even by Whitehorse standards. Yeah, I've never done it. It's something I can't quite understand. What I mean, well, I mean, I've travelled fairly widely, not massively, but fairly widely. But I guess it's kind of for the same reason that I don't make any reservations either. When I'm going somewhere, I just book the flight. That's it. Everything else, I take it as it comes on the ground, including finding my way around and making an ass of myself with the locals. A lot of you might remember that from the TikTok live that I did in Paris. What a catastrophe that was, but a fun catastrophe. Especially when I almost got arrested, 1 second, for filming near the Élysée Palace. Yeah, rules very different in France. Okay, we're just walking past Downing Street, which means next stop, which I think we'll just reach in time to get the changeover, will be Horse Guards. I will likely, depending on the numbers, stay at the front for the changeover, simply because we'll have that massive deluge of people flooding out. It's really hard to know, to be honest, whether or not I am expecting lots and lots of people from Buckingham Palace. If today the lights match the temperature, it was nice and sunny and bright, I'd say it would be an absolute stonker of a morning, but it really is weather dependent, folks. You know, the only sort of massive stonkers we get when it's a bit overcast and unpleasant are over Christmas and into the new year. But I don't know, we're almost there. We're going to find out in a minute or two. But yours truly was out of London yesterday, guys, so apologies. I do try to choose the non-guard change days for my personal time, my travel, family stuff. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, even if I wanted to be here every day, one, the guards would not be happy, trust me, and two, perhaps more importantly, I certainly wouldn't be happy. No offence to the troopers or anyone else. So they've already changed over, and there's already a lot of people moving around, as you can see. A massive group of high-vis clad, I don't know whether they're like, could be British school kids actually, thinking about it. There's no actual way of knowing until I hear them speak. Oh, read the school on the school bag. Oh, hold on a second, I've got tuk-tuk behind me, blurting out what is highly likely, very highly likely, to be copyrighted music. Right, so who have we got here? It's 5-2. Two very good looking troopers, guys, one in each box today. Super duper looking. The one at the other end is the trooper that had the grumpiest hell horse the other day. Shearer, that was a grumpy horse. I forgot the name, folks, briefly. Yeah, Shearer was a super grumpy horse. This is now a mobile phone review channel, folks. That's the S25 Ultra fruit and vegetable edition. Oh, wow, bobble hat, 20 degrees. It's impressive. Now this is interesting, guys. There's got to be something going on this morning protest-wise. Look at this. We would not have TSG on blue lights heading into the centre unless there was something cooking or in the works for a little bit later. Oh, bobble-headed bro as well. Damn. I mean, bubble hats, wow, in this weather. That's crazy, folks. That's almost like me wearing a budgie smuggler swimming trunks and coming here to film. In other words, it's not quite de rigueur. Troopers glancing at the tourists, just casually invading the box. This kind of end space of the box, not the main area around the horse, fortunately. Tour groups galore. In fact, several tour groups have taken up the entire yard. The yard is chocker all the way along from box to tunnel. Oh, actually, hold on a second. I just realised Penny just dropped. Actually, he's wearing a Liverpool FC bobble hat. Folks, very sad what happened in Liverpool this week. But very, very, very odd that there are still no clear pictures or a positive ID of the chap who was supposedly driving the vehicle. Exceedingly curious, in all honesty. Certain things just don't quite add up about what happened in Liverpool, but there we are. I'm sure the false narrative will leak at some point soon. Okay, who's next? Horses like straw hats, folks. This horse is busy waiting for me to take his pictures. Like, can you do it or what? My neck's getting tired. No, we kind of tend to avoid trying to get decent pictures of the day when the light's naff, because it comes out as being kind of like depressing and winter-like when it's far from it. If the sunshine does come out at some point, and it might, then we'll do our thing, people. Yes. Now, me deciding or determining which end is going to be better will depend almost solely on which two troopers come out of the stable area after this change in a few minutes. Officers coming out behind, so I can't see the clock, but we're minutes away, possibly even 1 or 2 minutes away to the change. Ta-da! And from noon I'm expecting it's going to get pretty active. Unless it ends up... Oh, another one straight in the box. Trooper's like... I thought the trooper was speaking French for a second. He was like, hello, hello, madame, excusez-moi. Goes look at him like, pardon. Oh, here we go, another one. Yeah, give the kid to the trooper. That's twice. Even the lady on her. The lady was right next to her. We're trying to tell her. That's odd. I mean, a quick 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Is it going to be 3? In a minute, the trooper's going to go, putain, get out of my goddamn box. In fact, I honestly did think that he spoke in French, folks, briefly. I mean, I could be right. I mean, maybe he is a native French speaker. We do not know. In fact, we really don't. I know at least one trooper, folks, one very popular trooper who is a native French speaker. So, ta-da, it is a possibility. We also know of one other speaker, a trooper that is a Portuguese and Spanish speaker. So I'd actually be very interested to know how many languages are spoken in HCAV. I would wager at least probably between 15 and 25, which is a fair number, actually, among a couple of hundred troopers. Okay, so that was pretty quick on the get out of the box or get back. It's funny that the Chinese lady had no clue that the trooper was telling her to shift herself and the kid. Awkward, because no soldier wants to shout in some kid's face. We've got at the moment somebody on a line bike blocking the entrance out of the yard. Look, he's just sitting there. Bear in mind the guard change is already underway. The new horses are out. Where's the orderly? We've got no orderly yet today. Actually, we haven't had a single person telling anyone to move. Look, here, finally the police have come along. Why is everything taking so long today? Look at this at the other end. It's flipping chocker with people all across the front. What's going on? What? Why the hell is Pink Mohican allowed behind the in front of the bollards? Bro, like, there's no orderly. The police are not... There are too many people here. Oh, the trooper just told them behind the bollards. Yes.
Are they twins?
I mean, in a minute, the horse is going to end up making them shift anyway. It's curious because one of the officers is telling them to move, but this end, not much is happening. And why is that curious? Well, solely because, folks, one would have expected if there were not an orderly today, that there would have been very clear instructions. Like, very clear instructions. So that's curious. Second, I'm going to walk along past the crowd as they change over, simply because already the crowd is so enormous that it's going to be beyond problematic getting anywhere close to this box. Oh my goodness me, what on earth? Folks, it is absolutely chocker. Even by Wednesday standards. I spy a small hole. But the thing is, folks, I'm not really good at fitting myself into small holes. So, let's see. This Persian bro is way in front of the line and the bollards. Massive tourist groups all behind me and a massive, in fact, gigantic school group to the left. Okay, but we like this trooper, don't we, folks? Because he is Trooper N. You know what N stands for? It stands for no nonsense. Yes, Trooper no nonsense. And this guy needs to sort those dandruff big time. I haven't seen that much white powder since you know what, let's not go there. Okay, so the horses, bashful looking horses, are like heads held down, going back in. Get ready for a zillion people to start flooding themselves forward as usual. You know it's going to happen, don't you already? Oh yes.
I don't know, I'm from Australia, but I know what's going to happen.
Ah, that is a bona fide Aussie accent. You're right.
I know exactly what's going to happen. We're all going to get bombarded now. Look at them all go.
All of the palace lot that kind of got stuck in the tunnel are slowly flooding themselves through now. Yep, look at it.
Oh, it's amazing, this.
This kid is in the box. Trooper just let out the box straight away. Oh, round of applause somebody's given or receiving in the yard. I'm going to keep myself plonked firmly here, guys, because it is a deluge that we've got flooding out right now. Very interesting that the trooper was immediate on it in 1 second. Huh? She's basically telling the kids to get out of the way so she can get a good picture without kids in it. Right.
Sorry, I've got something to ask you.
Is it good or bad?
No, do you know a bloke from Australia?
I mean, I know a lot of people from Australia.
Don't be sarcastic.
Don't tell me.
Right, he sent me a message.
Okay.
You're supposed to have a gift for me.
Oh, it was what is it? There was a bag. I think was it a tea towel or a cloth?
I don't know, but you said that I sent me a message the other day.
Can you ask him what it is, Colin? Because I was given a couple of bags, which are probably, to be honest, in a.
I don't know, but he
Probably
messaged
with
me.
little
There you go, look.
non-tours. Can you read it? Because I've got
I
polarised
can't
glasses.
see it. I can't.
I can't because I've got polarised sunglasses.
He said he's left it with you.
It might well be the
He
tea
said,
cloth.
come and see John. John's got the gift.
I think it's a tea cloth with birds on it.
Is it?
What I'll do is I'll bring the whole bag, in fact, and can you ask him what it is? Because there was a bag with a whole bunch of things one day,
Yeah, okay.
and there were a couple of cloths, tea cloths, which have none of it's been unpacked. I was given so many things by generous people.
Okay, well, he said he's left me a gift anyway.
Can you ask him exactly what it
Yeah,
was?
I will do.
Yeah, and I'll bring the whole bag. You're going to be here Friday.
I don't know yet, maybe.
Okay, I'll keep it in my bag anyway for the next
Right,
week or so.
okay, yeah, okay.
Give me a tab.
Yeah, all right, I will do.
Okay, see you soon. Okay, folks, I feel bad actually. I completely forgot about that. There was, I think it was, if the person who gave me the bag with the tea towels in it is watching this video, could you DM me which item it was? Because I'll be honest, it went completely over my head. I've got a massive bag of every single thing, like drawings, magazines, towels, sweets, toys, so many things that generous people have given me. Okay, folks. Let's see who's up next. Now, luckily enough, the kids group, has kind of calmed down somewhat, which is definitely a huge plus, I would say. Oh, people just leaving their selfie sticks right in the centre and taking up valuable tourist real estate. Now, are we going to see anyone well dressed this morning? I'm not convinced, to be honest. It's too hot to dress up, but not hot enough to dress down. Does that make sense? Now, luckily, the good thing is that the horse hasn't been super crowded so far. But the other good thing is just how remarkably precise this trooper is. Got the corporal of horse out at the other end, speaking with somebody in front of the other horse. Hopefully he'll come along. It's been a while actually since we've seen, thinking at least a week and a half, 2 weeks. It was the weekend before last actually when we've seen an NCO out either checking the kit, talking with tourists, and or even having a chat with one of his troopers. Now, horse-wise, this one is very petite. Now, it looks like over the road outside, I think it's banqueting hall. Apologies if I can't remember the building. I think it's banqueting hall. There are some builders chucking heavy, it looks like sheets of plasterboard or drywall onto a van. That's what the trooper's looking at, and that's what the horse is getting a little bit like, can you please be quiet about. Now, onto the subject of the horse, folks. 1 second. I will see very quickly if I can tell you which one this is, because it's not one that I recognise. It's a very good looking horse with a very unusual hoof number as well. 1 second. In fact, that's an exceedingly unusual hoof number. Yeah, it's a mare. Vaccine, this horse. I was going to say it looks like a mare, but I've made that mistake before. Point being, look at how slender. I mean, the horse's legs are like matchsticks. Lots of people in the yard. If we look through the railings there, one tall group has completely taken over the entire corner. Hello, tourists. I'm thinking they might actually decide, semi-permanently, to completely avoid the box, let alone the horse. They can't make their minds up. At least not yet, anyway. I'm hoping for at least one person who's well dressed, you know, maybe sort of, you know, turquoise trainers or a white top, something like that. Oh, hold on. It's almost like he was listening to us. The only problem is actually, folks, it feels like I'm zoomed in, I'm not. We can just about fit him and his turquoise trainers in the frame. Oh, look at this, guys. I'm not going to move from this spot because somebody will run over and take it immediately, but look what we've got here. Whoa. How's about that, eh? 6 beauties. That's incredible. I don't think, have we seen 6 before? We've definitely seen 5. But 6, wow. That's a pity, actually. That said, they haven't gone through the front gates. They're going straight across the road as I kind of thought they might. Now, I don't know if there's some kind of rehearsal at the back this morning or if something's going on, but for the horses to have come along, almost certainly along Birdcage Walk from the palace, would mean in all probability the back here is possibly either semi-closed or was closed this morning. I don't know now, actually. I haven't set foot in the yard. I mean, strictly speaking, this gent on the corner is in the box. However, and the trooper was looking, however, he wasn't entirely in the box. Plus, you know, the trooper's not completely cold-hearted. He might want to let the family get a decent shot. You know, just like this guy, look. Imagine travelling all the way into London from your farm, wearing a cloth cap, only to get told to move. Who's this fine-looking fellow? He looks like he's walked directly out of a Monty Python sketch. Look at that. Embarrassingly, folks, I must admit, that's actually how I used to dress when I was at Oxford. That actually could be me. I swear I've got a picture wearing pretty much an identical set of clothing. Oh, almost stepped on somebody's rucksacks. Oh, damn, they've cleaned it now, folks. I was just hoping... Oh. He's seen this guy's reaction on the left. He finally found somebody to take a picture of him with the horse, and then he's absolutely terrified. Okay, Red Trousers Man is next to me now. He's actually standing right next to me. He's not entirely happy with the picture, so he's going to ask for another one. Meanwhile, we've got a basketball player here in London today. Golly, he's 7 foot tall, folks. I'm not joking. That might well be the tallest person we've ever seen here. I bet he could touch the top of the box without needing a horse. Let's see in a second. If he goes for a picture, he will tower. I was going to say he would definitely tower way above the sign. His head was roughly at the same height as the ledge, just above the sign. Very impressive. Folks, I mean, he's walking around with his own atmospheric pressure. A nice kind of waft of warm air here, actually. I'm hoping that's a natural phenomenon and not a tourist that had a hot curry last night. It is very warm. I really can't understand people wearing coats or you know, even a flipping woolen shawl, for goodness sake, complete with sandals. Quite the combination. That's like wearing a swimsuit with a bobble hat and gloves. Ta-da! Just Gate Crusher Kids picture. Okay, who's next? Okay, this guy kind of looks like he's from Ireland. To be honest, folks, I should get a cap that says England and wear it. Bro, it's not your horse. See, look, saved by the missus. The horse, vaccine, and I'm pretty sure it's vaccine. Actually, I'm so sure, given that the hoof number's a single digit, that I'll be very much ashamed of myself, folks, if one of you says in the comments, John, you idiot, it's not vaccine. Oh. Now, vaccine is not a Spanish-speaking horse, folks, despite the gent next to me and this lady saying a prayer for the horse. It's definitely not a Spanish horse. Kinds of luminous colours here today. This guy must have 1 terabyte of storage on his phone because he's taken at least 500 pictures. He's been here since I got here taking pictures constantly. I mean, I guess the theory is that if you take that many, at least one's going to have to come out half decent, no? The horse? What's the horse called? I thought maybe the flag. Nope, there's nothing there. Oh, the sun's coming out. Ha! That means we should probably get ourselves a horsey picture of the day. 1 second, let's wait for these two to get out of the way and then I'll go for it. Vaccine. Oh great, now the horse is okay, I think I framed the trooper's head exactly between the horse's ears. Oh, I'm saying behind Nitrogi, which means don't touch. Publisher saying get closer, and she's saying yabos, which means I'm scared. Damn, that bro stops himself straight. Look at that. Perfect place to stand. What a top man. I was convinced he was going to walk straight. I was just about to say he's going to go into the box, and he stopped. Guy's like he's on rails. Look at the guys. They're not my kids. No matter what she just said, I'm not daddy. Okay. Oh wait, no, luck, it's some guy to my right. Some Filipino guy. Bro, don't be scared. Can't make his mind up. Is he scared or not scared? Okay, so now they're finally starting to arrive in curious looking manner. Vaccine. I can't remember if this sauce is a quitter or it's in the box. I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we? Oh yeah. Flies everywhere today, and the box isn't even that dirty, to be fair. Plus it's dry. However, after the couple of days of rain that we just had, I mean, yes, it was pouring. That's probably why pretty much no interesting things appeared horse cards related yesterday. Everything has been kind of cleansed, and a lot of the rubbish has been washed away to the subterranean Victorian drainage system beneath my feet. It's definitely hugely better, folks. I haven't actually heard anyone coughing, have you? I don't think we've had a single in today's video. He definitely wants to ask the trooper something, but I think he's deciding what it is that he wants to ask. So I mean, if he doesn't know, how am I supposed to know? Oh, look who's back. He's found someone else to take pictures. I guess the lady taking pictures before probably took them in selfie mode without realising. I like his optimism, actually, this guy. Oops. Why am I getting the impression, folks, that a horse is just not going to make it to the end of the shift? I mean, we're barely, 15 minutes into her shift. She's not a happy lady, is she? It would appear. That's right, I'm also looking at those feet edging closer. The thing is, she's a very small, slender horse, this one. King's Troop. Oh. Gosh, she was super close. I thought her head was going to walk into the horse's head. This horse is, King's Troop size. So if, for example, this horse decided to strut out here and march off between the bollards, nothing and no one, I don't think, would stop her. That's my thinking, anyway. Oh, wow! That we can't. She's so far back, we can't actually get the complete horse and trooper plus tourist in the frame. I mean, they're still flooding out the gate, which is good. Line bikes and all. Detroit City FC. Huh? Detroit City. Is there a football club in Detroit? Not a good idea to walk around with your probably government issued ID with a lanyard hanging out of the pocket. Great way to get mugged. Oh, hold on a second. Why is she wearing a tea cozy on her head? That's a super interesting thing to be wearing in this weather. Wait, hold on one second. Is it tea cozy, David? Got another one over here. Double tea cozies in the same frame. Look. I'm not sure if she's trying to be invisible with this leopard print. Sorry, it's not leopard print. Zebra print top. Oh, some explorer just arrived here. Look, from Brisbane. He's like, "Is this London?" Oh. Now, why on earth would you wear a blanket fashioned into a cardigan on a warm day like this? I don't understand. Oh, that was. I think the trooper just told that kid to get out of the box. Okay, David Attenborough wannabe here with his little action jacket for photographers. Actually, there's a hell of a lot of people turning up on my left, which is good. I mean, it might not necessarily translate to anybody going anywhere near the horse, but so far we're doing not too badly. She got a good picture and is very happy. Who's next? See, look, they're still flooding through the gates here. Oh, Mr. Attenborough's off. Oh my goodness me, flipping, look at this super heavy winter coat, folks, in 20 degrees sunshine. Okay, I mean, it's good now because it looks like finally a solid number of people are coming through the gates. Everything is an opportunity. It's a good. He's got a point, this guy. Yeah. Oh. She didn't even see that there was a horse. The lady on her phone. That's a pity. She didn't come a little bit tighter when she came out of the gate. Sorry? I'm not, my little friend. No, YouTube. Oh, he was asking if I'm on TikTok. No, I'm not. I really dislike, actually, folks, how the younger generation is so kind of TikTok-centric. It's pretty depressing, to be honest. Come on, tourists. Look, they're all standing there, wondering, waiting, watching, philosophizing about why there's a horse here. mean, at least it's sunny. It could be worse. US tourist who just said to her friend, "You've got to stay outside of the line." Here they are. They're going to be very careful. Look. Now it got super warm, folks. Look, there's even algae growing on this guy's hair. Turned it kind of an luminous greeny blue, turquoise. Who's next? Two random groups at once. Oh, they're back. That's remarkable, actually. If that's 3 generations of the same family, they're all exactly the same height. Damn it, I'm wishing now I'd put my sun hat on. It's super warm now the sunshine came out. The funny thing is, actually, the majority of people coming through are not actually even going to this box or the other box. They're heading off. Maybe there's a special event or a protest or a march today. I actually have no idea. Is it for YouTube?
No, we watch you on YouTube.
Ah, wait, so okay then.
We listen to you a lot.
Did you recognise from the way I look on my... Oh, so is it the voice? Ah, okay.
We've watched a few of you when you've caught the idiots with the horses.
When they've been touching the horses and that.
I haven't caught a lot of idiots recently, actually, annoyingly, because they repainted the boxes about 2 weeks ago, and most people now do actually notice that.
Yeah.
Hold on, there's a box. He's only, I think, had to shout 3 times this morning, which is not a lot for a Wednesday.
Right.
Where are you from, guys?
Blackpool.
From where? Blackpool?
Yeah.
Ah, that doesn't sound to me at all like a northern British accent.
Oh, I've been 20 years in London.
Ah, okay, that's okay.
A bit screwed up.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely doesn't sound like Blackpool or even Lancashire to me at all.
We're big on YouTube, and I said it's got to be here somewhere. It was between 3 of you, and I said it's his voice.
Ah, yes, yeah. The distinctive voice. That's my downfall, to be honest. I mean, if I didn't have a distinctive voice, no one would ever recognise me. First time actually coming to see this, so I'm guessing it's London.
I used to live in London, so I never saw it.
You're joking?
No, you never saw it when you work here, do you?
It's a funny thing, actually. A lot of people have said that before in the comments and elsewhere. People that live here, including me, actually, to be fair, for 15 years, you just kind of walk past this, like, there's the guard. You know, I don't realise that it's actually a big deal for everyone else that comes here to visit.
We're actually having a tourist week, aren't we?
Yeah? What else is on the schedule then for the week?
Oh, we've been all sorts. We've done Big Wheel, we've done Trek, we've got London 2 sorts, haven't we? Yesterday was a bit wet, wasn't it?
Actually, yeah, yesterday I had a day off actually.
Oh, did you?
Out of London.
We were soaked.
Horrible day, to be fair. Did you get caught out by it, or did you have?
No, we just can't. Typical tourist. Put your overalls on and carry on, don't you?
You weren't tempted to run into the archways, or?
No.
From Blackpool, we used to
We used to rain in Blackpool.
That's a good point.
Anyway.
You too, guys. At least the sunshine came out. I mean, that's got to be a plus, eh? Hopefully it'll stay like it. Thanks a lot. See you guys. Okay, that was super cute. I was thinking for a second I was about to get audited then, folks. Camera right in my face, but hey, I've mentioned before, I've got no problem with that. And thank you guys for stopping to say hello. They might post a little reel of that. It was kind of cute, actually, very friendly. But wow, I would never ever have guessed, not even a hint of Lancashire accent. And that's one of my favourite, actually, British accents. Newcastle, Liverpool, Birmingham, Manchester is another one. Oh, now I have no idea if anyone was shouted at or if anything went wrong. Oh, getting closer, closer, closer.
Hold the ball.
Even the tourist behind me. Did you hear that? That really loud voice you just heard screaming out of the box was a tourist standing to my left. He wasn't having any of it. Wow. Self-enforcement, folks, is what we've got going on here. Yeah, the box enforces itself because other tourists really don't like it. I guess now the emphasis is on what happens here at the front because there's fundamentally nothing to look at in the yard. A lot of people watch us here, and obviously people have seen those videos, and obviously most people that do get shouted at or touch the reins or whatever are, in popular perception, idiots, as I'm sure we'd all agree. So now that idiocy has been so widely publicised, the anti-idiocy movement is a strong one, folks. That'll be my interpretation. However, almost everybody's being very, very, very well behaved, are they not? Except those funny couple at the beginning of the trooper's shift. Will he make it to the end of his shift complete with vaccine without getting in trouble? I honestly can't understand how people can wear such heavy clothing with these temperatures. I wish I could do it. Oh, she's hiding around the corner. Horse is still in the mood to quit. I think the horse will finish its shift, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if at some point between now and the actual end of shift we see at least one spin around out of the box. Yeah, no one's getting good pictures at the moment, in fact. The horse is not playing ball. I mean, to be honest, I'm not even sure what's unsettling her because there's nothing behind me now. There's no noise there. There's no bright colours. There's no traffic. There's no flags. I guess the horse just doesn't want to work. Then again, folks, the blue just arrived this morning, and it was very overcast. So possibly not liking the bright light. It could be that simple, actually. Too bright and sunny for Horsey. Bing bong. Now that's got to be the 30-minute bell, I would have thought, looking at the time on the video. Let's have a look.
It looks like we can walk in there.
Yeah, it is. That's 12:30.
Did it just walk in?
Now, I'm not sure if it's my glasses, but it almost looks like the horse is invisible in the darkness in the back of the box. It's okay, it's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about me. Hey, have a good day. Oh, super polite US tourists. I'm going to step myself actually firmly behind this bollard, folks, just in case the horse does shoot forward. Because I'm too busy looking around at everyone else and what else. Oh, let's say they got shouted at earlier. Looking at everyone else and what they're doing to focus on the horse rushing toward the camera. And we all remember the Q10 moment last month, didn't we? Scoundrel horse caught me out good. Oh god, please don't go in the box again. Flipping off. So the horse is nervous and she's just like holding the kid there. Like what? Very curious, in fact. Even the troopers probably thinking like, what are you doing? You know, we don't know how hungry the horse is. Maybe the horse just doesn't like people generally. Any people, that is, anyone. One thing that we haven't yet seen, folks, although we should see soon, is our regular Chinese horde. They're always a big deal on Mondays and Wednesdays. So far, no sign of them at all. Of course, does not want to settle at all today. Almost looks like she's hypersensitive. Ears are twitching. She's all over the place. I'm hoping, I mean, I can't see the horse, folks, but then I'm hoping it's my glasses that are make it look like we're filming a dark blob. This must be super annoying for the trooper when the horse is like this, because 1 second the horse is kind of chill, and the next second she's not. We definitely have a video with vaccine before, but I'm struggling to remember whether or not vaccine's a quitter, people. Again, if any of you remember the video that vaccine was in, if she was a quitter, can you post the title of the video? You guys are like a little team of private detectives. It's shocking how efficient you are digging out videos from yesteryear. This family are arguing about how close they're allowed to get. Not that close. Little bro with a feather. Oh, a family are saying to her get close. She's like, nope. She's like, nope. That was so. I hope the audio picked it up. She said, "Oh, sorry." Complete with kid in arms. Okay. At least her mum's going to be more careful.
Wow, I don't want to get in your way.
No, don't worry about me. Honestly, thank you. Wait. I was standing next to the pollard, went to lean on it and it's not there. Oops. Who's next? Oh, here she is, the one that was not in a good mood and didn't want to go forward, changed her mind rapidly. It's a nice boot. I've done that, guys, often, to be honest. I've put on... She said to the trooper, it's okay. She said to the trooper, are you allowed to talk? 1 second. I mean, he's allowed to talk, but just not to you. Oh, goodness me. Funny. Are you allowed to talk? I mean, well, yeah, obviously. Better question is, can I ask you a question? I mean, you still get ignored, but... I personally think it's better if the troopers don't speak to the public full stop, because the more they do it, the more other members of the public will expect to be able to ask questions and get answers. Exceptions, of course, being the NCO, who comes out specifically on occasion to answer questions. That said, he was at the other end earlier. He's since vanished, folks. Yeah. He's gone. Bye-bye, horsey. Who's next? She's in the box. Oh, and then she's out of the box. The trooper was just about to shout. There's a lot of people actually with tissues and stuff wiping their runny noses. I'm not noticing it today, fortunately, guys. That would have actually been pretty funny, but her partner, this gent, realised, told her to move back. Now, you're probably wondering, why are you staying at this end and not moving? Well, folks, there are two reasons. One is that there are more people at this end, considerably. Oh, he's exhausted. And number two is the other trooper, one that we've seen before, in fact he was here at the weekend, very rarely says anything to anyone. Now, there might, caveat, be a part two, depending on how they change over. In other words, will we get the same two troopers that have just finished, or we get two new troopers? One thing we haven't seen for a while here, oddly enough, I'm trying to think actually, when was the last time we saw a Lady Blues and Royals? Unless I'm forgetting, quite a while. Definitely haven't seen the sisters here in over a month. But the troopers are on rotation, folks. And lots are obviously preparing as well for trooping the colour. There we are, another guy. Look. To be honest, he was only just in it. Well, let's hope he doesn't make the same mistake again. His wife's sending him back over for another picture. I can't understand obviously what they're talking about. I dare say she told him not to go over the white line. Yeah, I mean, haven't heard a whisper at the other end. And how many times this end? 5, 6? So far. In other words, it's quite a decent number of a morning. Anyone? Someone? No one? Now bear in mind, folks, that this time next week we're in June. Tourist season, really, to be fair, will be starting in the next week or so. It doesn't necessarily mean the numbers are going to swell, but the temperatures are already set to rise considerably. We're looking at mid-20s next week, and that's a big determinant of how many people we get here. Oh, salute from the little dude. He hasn't got his soldier's uniform or costume on, but I mean, is it really? It's a costume, though. Somebody's dressing up as a soldier, then it's a costume. If you are a soldier, it's your uniform. Yeah, I didn't want to get my terminology wrong, everybody. Yeah, don't worry about the little kid behind you. Did you say pizza? What did you say, guys? Pizza. No, those doesn't like pizza. Okay, Mark, some very serious faces on this side. I hope he put SPF 50 on that shiny head. Okay, so I'm hearing the French at last. I didn't actually hear one single kind of concentrated language being spoken this morning. It's a bit all over the place. Odd how some days it's like that, and other days we hear pretty much only one or two. Anyone else? Ta-da! Nope, don't do it. She's just going to push her sister in there as like a birthday prank. Actually, folks, have we ever seen anyone pushing, like a student group or any groups of stupids pushing one of their friends or fellow students over the line or into the box? I'm not sure that's ever been something we've seen here. I mean, it definitely would have happened at some point. There's no doubt about it would have happened. Just we haven't seen it. Oh, important meeting. To be honest, the only thing I'm shocked about, as well as lower numbers than one would have anticipated for Wednesday, is how on earth we're almost at an hour. Like, what?
Should I take for you?
Feels like I've been standing for 20 minutes. H&C collection. I do think actually that quite a lot of gents are a bit cheeky about their partners. But this dude put his fingers up in the background. He's fundamentally gate crashing their picture. This family here on the left. Oh, little kids like, get me out of here. But the reins keep getting called, don't they? The horse is like tossing his head, her head. V sign and the thumbs up. I'm sure that means 3. Okay, if we don't get a single other person turn up in the next 15 seconds, I'm going to go to the other end. can see that behind me. The number of people that bring a little one along and stop and like wave the kid's hand, like a little baby normally. They like wave the hand like, bye-bye, horsey. So I think it's almost a tradition, in fact, having to wave goodbye to the horse. Okay, they're done. Who's next? To be honest, it's been fairly active for an inactive morning, if that makes sense. Not as many people as I would have expected, but more people of those that have been here going forward for pictures. I wouldn't try and count them, but I would guess maybe 120 or so total we've had in this 1 hour video. That's a lot. And they're still flooding out. Go stand on the post. Not sure how one is expected to balance on these bollards. I will in a second actually, folks, have a wander to the other end. Just because one, I hate standing in the same place for what feels like an interminably long time. And two, it's only fair on the trooper that yours truly is back and forth. Yes, a bit of back and a bit of forth. Now, have we actually got any tourists at this end? Oh, there's one. Only one. And a couple of bobbing heads. I think at this end it's going to be much like at the other end. Look. We've had those green berets a couple of times here. Somebody said airborne or ranger. I can't remember. See what I mean? That end's like very, 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 very strangely quiet. That's the 15 minutes to bell. So fundamentally, we're back where we started. At least for the moment. This time I'm somewhat off-centre. But at least now you know. In other words, I've shown you why I decided to plonk myself primarily at this end. Not in the place, I guess all is well. Plus, to be honest, in this exact spot gives you far more of an idea of what's going on here. See, guys, it's plenty busy, but not in the way we'd hope. At least not yet. That said, it all changes pretty quick.
You're not allowed in that white box today, so we have to stay outside of the box. We're standing over just by the way around, not inside it. See my steps? See my steps? See my steps? Theo, go to the white line.
So now we're kind of got quite active with everybody just turning up, but dawdling. I wonder what the trooper makes of it, to be honest, whether he prefers everyone stands back like this or whether the time goes faster in the box when they're going forward and standing next to the wall. You can see how pretty much everyone is spending their time on the edge of the box.
Is that this way? Okay.
I'm sorry. Adores.
Okay.
As soon as these well-dressed ladies go over the line, he's going to shout at them 100%. Now the horse has settled down, he'll be on it. Awkward. Okay, so the box is about to be opened up. Pre-changeover. They're opening up the doors fairly far in advance these days. We've got at least 10 minutes until the change, but I guess orderly feels like getting out of the way. Thing is, does that mean this horse, who's been backing into the box constantly, is now more likely to have a meltdown and quit out the back? I don't know, maybe.
都是啊，做乜嘢啊？哦，我一齊同爸爸一齊。
Try not to sneeze.
They were saying, where's
Was it a lady and gent?
no,
No, I did speak with two Brits a little bit earlier.
I thought this would be short, so you could just let it rest on your. So all you're doing is just holding it upright.
No, I mean actually it's a good workout. This I carry it all the time manually. Plus I think it's rude to plonk something on the pavement and just stand there all day.
Have that really short so it slacks.
No, that is so that some idiot tries to grab it. I'm going with it. Yeah, I mean, if somebody, for example, comes along on an electric bike or whatever and thinks they're going to make a grab for the kit, I go with it. In other words, it's more likely, given my bulk, that they'll be pulled off the bike.
Same with my phone as well with that back
That's probably enough though, to be fair, no? Have you tested, like actually tried to rip it out of your other hand?
This is sufficient. That's metal. It's glue tack as well. And this is super glue onto the case as well. So
To be honest, have you? I mean, you're out and about all the time like me. Have you actually ever had anybody try and grab it from you? It's odd, isn't it? Because I've seen it so many
the only
times.
time that people try to grab it is when I'm filming it. I don't want to be filmed.
They try and grab the phone.
One second I did it, and he grabbed hold of it, and I just pulled it back with my hand. I was like down the street. And the old Bill came out and started questioning fucking me.
Yeah, it's always the way, isn't it?
He's standing there with a fucking bottle of alcohol, drinking alcohol. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's going to happen one day, but you know what? I mean, given my size and bulk, there's no way on earth, unless it's some very, very heavy person, that they'll get away with the kit.
There's a woman called, you know about London? That lady?
Oh, yes, I met her before Buckingham Palace.
I do worry about her going around with her. She's got it on her thing, hasn't she?
I don't know, because there was a time, I'm thinking back, a year and a half, 2 years ago, she was doing a live. I wasn't watching it, but I know about this afterward. And somebody grabbed her phone, and you actually see them riding off with her phone during the live. It was in South Ken. I recognised it because when I watched it, I sent the footage from the moderators when I had a TikTok channel and I was running it. And I recognised it because, oddly enough, the person that rode off with the phone actually rode past my girlfriend's house in the video. Yeah, small world, no?
Yeah, so I do worry about her going, especially late at night.
No, I mean, she's a very nice lady and she's very street smart. So, I mean, she's been running her channel for, what, I guess 3 to 4 years?
But I mean, when you get on people, I don't think she's got it attached like we have. I hope she has it.
I mean, that would be the smart thing. Either that or that kind of... Is there some kind of Apple... People that use Apple, is there some kind of protection? It auto-locks it or something happens?
It moves really quick. You get that shutter with a
like the accident alert kind of thing, and it locks the phone.
Yeah, it's like a program, so if the phone moves really quickly, like jumps or something, it will automatically lock the phone.
Okay, that's probably smart. Helicopter head, folks. This guy with his hat. No, it suddenly got, as you can see yet again, flipping packed. The only thing I'm surprised about is that nobody's dragged their you-know-whats into the box.
Are you looking forward to Jubilee?
The only Jubilee I'm looking forward to is the Jubilee line. For a Chinese at Royal China.
I think that's the main next big event, isn't it? Involving,
to be honest, I'm busy planning summer holidays. I've been doing for the last week. Probably Switzerland, France, maybe Croatia. Got a trip coming up to Scandinavia as well. So
I haven't left London in 30 years.
You're joking? Yeah. Then again, to be honest, I mean,
my viewers, give us some gifts, send me gifts. More than bloody roses.
They're all getting in the box here. What's going on? He's going to charge them in a second. We've got proper crowding going on here now, guys. Look at this. I mean, the only way he's going to get this lot out of the box is by massively shouting. Yeah, or the charge of the light brigade.
Very low voice size, isn't it? Very big crowd.
To be honest, the horse is pretty unsettled all shift, and it's a mare, this horse. She's not a happy one at all.
Figuratively and literally.
Yeah. Now I see in the box, folks. Some of them are. They're kind of like in out. But it's only going to take a few more people here to force everyone else over the line. How did it suddenly get this busy? Where did they all come from? a helicopter-hatted man. I thought he was a tour guide. Actually, I'm not sure if he is. Can you see how close we are to the hour? What time is it?
Hold on, it's about 5 minutes.
Okay, good. All right. Oh, they're Frenchies. Yes, they're Frenchies. As the teacher is saying, she said something like nectar. I couldn't quite get the last word. Uh-oh. There we go, yet again. Yeah, this is why I thought straight away it's got to be a female. So I looked up the hoof number, and it's definitely a mare, 100% called Vaccine, which is an odd name, to be honest, isn't it, for a horse? So we're going to start seeing a few brand new ones quite soon because they're rolling over the new letter. A is the next letter. So there'll be a few new ones coming up in the next couple of weeks. It's been, let me think.
Put down.
I know, don't. A month, maybe a month, 5 weeks. But was here, yeah, definitely was here. Folks, we've got a few more possibly lucky tourists, or unlucky, depending on whether or not they get in the box. Here's one. Before we finish up part 1. I will be here for a little bit longer. A few people to speak to, but more importantly, I'll have a look and see who turns up, trooper and horse-wise. Because again, we have no idea. Maybe Ormond's here. We don't know. We don't know who's here. I'm hoping possibly Monty's one we haven't seen in a good while as well. So Ormond or Monty. Now, when I say about there being a lot of people, this is what we've got here. Like hundreds between here and Downing Street. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to get super active here. It might not. So it's all going to depend on who comes out when these two horses go in. I do like how consistently firm this trooper is. Absolutely no nonsense. I was going to say, I'm not about to take their picture so much while they're looking at me. They are being careful with the box though. Okay, that's interesting, that countdown. I don't recognise that language. Korean maybe? That's a new one to me, folks. Sorry. Let me squeeze myself out of the way now. A bit tight here on the front. Oops, you can't find the phone app on the on this phone. Oh. It's Korean, I'm sure it is, isn't it, folks? I'm fortunate to be sat in this position, and everyone decides they want pictures right in front of me. I don't even know who's taking all of their pictures. She's in the box, this one. Oh, you're just about to say it then. You're just about to tell her to get lost and move back. It's okay, it's okay. This lady with the beautiful hair. Sorry. Who's next?
4 minutes.
4 minutes, okay, perfect.
Bermacam-macam gaya.
Actually, no, that's definitely not Korean. Yeah, that's not. I'm wondering which language that is. Cambodian, Vietnamese, perhaps. Very distinctive, folks. Any of you recognise what 1, 2, 3 Sato Dua something? No idea.
1, 2, 3. Correct. 1, 2, 3. Indonesia.
Ah, it's Indonesian. Okay. That is the language, folks, is it not?
I've just learned Satu Dua Tiga in Indonesian.
I wish you asked them which language it is. I'm not, is Indonesian is the language spoken by Indonesians, or they have different? Yeah, neither do I.
I can see one telling Bruno Duo 3040 80910.
Okay, so it's an Indonesian group, folks. Not, as I was surmising, South Korea. We've shot over our time a teeny bit, but you know what? The box is getting proper crowded right now. Look at it. So I think I'll leave it until this trooper's finished his shift in a few minutes.
That guard's just too full, too easy going, isn't it?
He's been on it with enforcement. I've noticed it is crowded, but almost everyone is just about managing, almost by a miracle, to stay outside the box.
He's definitely not a shouter.
Nope, he's always telling them to stand back. God, it's relentless, folks. The number of people. Look. Half of Indonesia here actually this morning. Actually, this afternoon now, strictly speaking. But you know, even though people are crowding, everyone is keeping their feet in the right spot. No idea how long that will last, but the second that they tell everybody to start getting back, ready for the changeover, is when I'll end the video. It doesn't hurt to go a couple of minutes over, I guess. I dare say the trooper's more than happy that he's done. Everyone is being respectful of the line. Everyone that turns up now. There's the bell. Got a very, 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 very big crowd in the yard. Corporal of Horse dealing with the honours today. Brilliant. The groups that are turning up now behind us is absolutely massive. Okay, I guess you'll get to see which two, or at least which horse, possibly which two horses come out next, folks. Then I'll be finishing. Apologies for overshooting, but it suddenly got very hectic and I wasn't keeping on the time. This little dude is. I think the police are going to move him back if he doesn't move in a second. Oh, look. Right now is the pickpocketer's paradise. Then I'm as curious as you folks to see which horse appears in this box. He's off. Okay, so they have changed over. Actually, yeah, they've changed over both troopers. This trooper's not on the previous shift, and the same at the other end. Now, we're obviously way too far away. Actually, the other end is Zoolander, 100%. The far horse is Zoolander. I can tell you that straight off just because of that unique shape. Blaze, this one. Not sure, in all honesty. Possibly Tipper. Not sure, folks. But either way, doesn't matter. We're at the end. Hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gents, and I'll be back super soon. Bye for now, people. Plop.